Hey guys, welcome back to another Toymension video. So this is gonna be a little different. Yes, you're staring at a stove. Yes, a stove. Nothing's hot. But I got a really cool toy today. $20 at Walmart. $20, man. It was on sale. I think it was like originally like 38 bucks or whatever. But anyways, today, one of my pastimes I like to do sometimes is cook. Today, I'm gonna be doing spaghetti. Marinara sauce. Make that 2 of those. We're gonna use a little rotini. I should grab another box, but it'll work. All right, and of course, ground beef. So went to Walmart today to go get this stuff so I can make a little video on this, and I just came across a Ninja Turtle. Huh. Very, very exciting. So I'm very excited too. Who are you? Haven't you heard? I'm the Red Psycho. So, before you start cooking anything, obviously, make sure anything burnable is out of your way. And yes, he's gonna be hanging out with us. The Red Psycho Ranger. Probably one of the coolest versions of a Red Ranger ever. Love that sword. He just looks sick. That's a lightning collection right there. He's going to help us unbox our turtle too. So he's going to be kind of hanging off to the side right there. I don't want to in here. I don't want to melt them. I don't want to set no fire alarms off. But anyways, first thing I like to do, get a skillet. What I do with the skillet is I put my meat on it. Some people like, spray a little Pam in there. You don't have to, but it helps out a little bit. A little Pam, probably overdid it. Then take my little knife here. I just cut it. And these are not frozen, so works out a little better. So I cut it down the middle there. I just kind of round it off like that. That's how I open those up. And I just flip it in there. Make sure you guys are washing your hands, because it is food, but this is gonna be great food. I like making spaghetti. I used to do it like once a month or whatever. It was always fun, but sometimes you eat too much of it. So, but all right, second one, same thing. Make sure you're not cutting yourself either. Safety first, right? All right, like I said, you flip it in there like so. Yeah. Try to get every piece of meat in there. Yep. Nice. Just like that. Boom. Cool. All right. That's a lot of meat, right? So make sure you take a little spatula guy here. Just kind of shove it around a little bit. See, I'm a meat eater. I'm not a vegan kind of guy or whatever. I do like my pastas, but even when I get subs or anything like that, I like meat. I always double my meat. And I actually learned you can do that from my buddy Mark. He was like, yeah, man, double the meat up. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now, I'm gonna turn this guy. I don't want it on like super hot. So I'll turn maybe a 7. So, boom. Make sure you have the right control. Back left. So we are working there. So, of course, I could have chopped them all up myself. You don't need no spatula. I'm sorry, dude. This is a spaghetti cooking video. So now I like to prep the water for the noodles. I'm not turning nothing on this yet, so it'd be nice if you guys can actually see it. So let me adjust this camera real quick. Boom. All right, so pretty much filled this thing a little over halfway of water. That's for my noodles later. I got this little guy right here. Boom. Yes, Mark, I watched it. So, inside joke. So, then, I'm just going to take my marinara, dump it all in there. Actually came out. So, this is the Prego. I never really buy the Pregos. I think the stuff we actually usually buy. Oh, it is Prego. Yeah, Prego. So, some of the Pregos actually look like they're watered down-ish or whatever, but so I don't have to scrape nothing out of there, which kind of works to my benefit. But I like the thicker type. So, anyways, but I'm going with Prego because, you know, why not? And plus, that's all Walmart had. So, got that going for me. Our beef's already acting, so that's good. And I want to turn this on. I usually turn it on to 3. So, and sometimes smoky burger. I like putting seasoning and stuff and just random stuff. So we're gonna put a little bit of that in there, or a lot. Oh, it smells good. Smell it. But yeah, smoky. So you're supposed to put that on cheeseburgers and stuff, but I put my sauce too. You can put a little bit in here too if you want. So give it a little flavor of just instead of you know, plain and boring, you know, spaghetti. So I'm gonna come over here. Starting to boil here. Nice, 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 nice. Looking good. See? Starting to turn brown already. It's good. Oops. I wash my hands, guys. I wash my hands. Yes. All right. I don't want to waste any of that meat. It's probably like the best part of this thing. And don't mind the background noise. There's a couple cats probably running around. Dogs are in the laundry room eating, and I do have the washer on. So, and I got the little fan up here on too. So, fun stuff. All right. There's that. So, since I know that's going to cook kind of quick, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on high and boil the noodles. So I got that going. Boom. So now I'm on chill mode. So now I'm going to turn the meat down just a little bit, probably like maybe to 5. Just kind of let it hang out there. And I got to flip it a few times. So fun, 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 fun. So I do use different strainers. So I use one for the noodles, one for the meat. With the meat, it's easier to clean with this. So you got all the grease and crap. Boom. So keep those on standby. Now, while that's starting to, you know, pump up and stuff, let's check out this turtle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at that. Raphael on a motorcycle. I paid $20 for this thing. I'm like, I bought it a few times, but I was like, I don't know, about $38 or $36, whatever it was. So, but that's freaking cool. That is really cool. So, I don't know. Raphael's, I don't want to say he's my favorite, but he's like the tempered type. I always like that. So, but I love him though in the movies. But of course, I like all the turtles in the classic movies. So the third movie wasn't all that great, but it was still cool. They changed the design of the turtles just a little bit. So, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't save the boxes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rip this thing. I got the scissors just in case. Got the psycho guy back there, just kind of like, what's going on here? So that out, that out. Boom. So we are opening a toy while we cook. So it does have a little background drop going on in here, kind of thing. I do like the turtles. I mean, you can save stuff like that, but not bad. So here's what we're working with. With the motorcycle, got the helmet. Yep, you got his little bandana kind of like floating in the head, you know. I'm not sure what this is based off of. Some people think it's from the Mutant Mayhem. I've never seen it yet. If it was good, let me know in the description below. But all the reviews I watched on it, I heard it was not that great. So, what's that? Is that a trading card? There is a trading card in here. Yep. As a hothead in red, Raphael is impulsive and is always ready to bash some baddies. He thinks with his fists and his size. He is usually one to leap into action and is nearly impossible to get him to back down. I do like that artwork. That's pretty cool. So, all right, real quick. We're gonna flip over here real quick. And I'm gonna chop it up a little bit more. Yep. Nice, nice. I had a friend actually started a cooking channel, but he didn't do anything with it. He has like 2 videos up, and it's like one eating like a hot dog, and another one's like, I'm like, okay. But then I see these guys making, you know, they do reviews on restaurants, and they make bank off YouTube just by going to restaurants and recording themselves, setting records, eating food, reviewing the food, you know. So this is not that kind of channel. This is still a toy channel, but like I said, this is something else I like to do too. The water is still not boiling yet, and we got that back there too. I'm gonna use a little wooden spoon back here. Just kind of stir it up. Remember, all we're doing pretty much with this is warming it up because we don't need a boil or anything like that. So, put that. One second. Boom. All right. Put this little plate in the middle. Boom. Got a little rester here for our tools. Boom. Cool. I'm still waiting on the water to boil. Check. All right. Now, back to Raphael. Who is this red guy? I'm the red guy here. That's Raphael. He's going to be part of our group soon. Oh, okay. So. Awesome. Let me check this meat again real quick. Don't worry, Raph. We'll get you out of that box. All right. Here we go. So, that's... Not sure how that box is in there. It's like doubled up or something. Screw it. A little spatula. Scissors. We'll get them out of there. I do like the wrap. It does look pretty cool. All right. Let's see where this thing like doubles up on. Oh, okay. Here we go. Boom. Don't need that anymore. Check. Let's check out this motorcycle. That is a pretty, well, obviously you can tell it's a toy. The wheels spin. Pretty like that. Little kickstand. So you set it up. That's pretty cool. So the steering wheel turns. The brakes work. That's actually really cool. It is detailed. I like it. That is pretty freaking cool. My motorcycle. We'll go back to you in a little bit. All right, so let's put that down. Now, here is, so you put the tire in here, make it look like he's doing a burnout. Okay, cool. Good to know. Here, we got part of his bandana. Nice. Here is... Oh! Lost another part. Alright. So, the hands I've been throwing around here are actually open hands. So, those are obviously probably made for riding the motorcycle, or I guess you could, put a sign in it or something like that. We got his other hands. Let's go ahead and try to dump this out. Oh, caught. Got it. Clear this out of here. All right. Oh, back to the meat. Hold on. A little bit more. Hurry up. Dude, Red Psycho. Stop being a psycho. I'm trying to, do a video and cook at the same time. But you're failing. I would have had it done millenniums ago. That's right. Aren't you like 10,000 years old or something? That means you're aware of Rita and Lord Zed and all them. You know nothing about me or my true form. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Whatever you say, pal. So, okay. Here, we got the helmet. Got the little visor you can lift up. I like that. You can close it. Got the evil eyes in there. Cool. You got his other set of hands for obviously gripping. I guess you can grip the motorcycle with that. But obviously for the size, so that's cool. Then, speaking of the size, here's a sign. Times out by 2. We got 2 size, so that's not bad. It's actually hard plastic, believe it or not. I'm actually really happy about that, so that's good. So, and of course, you got Raphael himself. Raphael. So, got the open hand, angry look. So, let's get his little bandana part attached, make him look complete. Boom. That looks better. So, yeah, usually it keeps the size up here, but obviously you can put them back here. Boom. Which makes sense for a motorcycle rider. So, that's not bad. Then you got the fist. So, I like that. He moves pretty good, actually. He's pretty solid, guys. He has no peg holes on the bottom, so it's okay. But I am going to switch out his fist for, I guess, yeah, one of his size. So, all right, we're gonna throw that in there. And the peg holes these pegs are really short and stubby, and they go in real good compared to my lightning collection stuff. This stuff is like tiny stuff like that. Who are you? Bring it. So now we're gonna try to put a sai in his hand, which I'm sure you can just slide it in there. Like so. Or is it like this? Boom. There we go. There we go. That looks good. Ow. Ow. Oh man, he poses good. He's got good motion. He looks good. His head is like really tight, so careful with that. Of course, you can pop his head off, put his motorcycle helmet on. But he's an Ninja Turtle, he don't need that. So, I'm gonna put him on. Little kickstand there. Get him to hold, sort of, and look over at you guys with his side. There he is. There's Raphael. That's pretty cool, guys. That's pretty cool. I like this. I didn't expect to pick up a Ninja Turtle toy, but I like that. So, I don't know if there's any other ones. I don't know if, like I said, this is based on the movie or something like that too, but yeah, I like that. So, we're gonna go with some there. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, we'll pretend he's going after the Red Psycho. Boom. Bring it. I'm the Red Psycho. I don't care. I'm Raphael. Yeah, you got the hands and stuff. Don't forget, you can do his burnout thing there too if you want to set that on there. But that is freaking cool, guys. All right, I'm gonna go back over here and do some this fancy shit stuff. Sorry, pardon my French. So what I'd like to do is kind of cut it up a little bit. The Red Psycho wanted to do, but I just kind of flip it. And I try to hopefully it cooks really good, you know. Pretty much you don't want no red meat. So red meat's bad for your health. Man, everything's bad for your health these days. So, okay. So this is still trying to boil over here, but it's enough where I'm gonna go and put this stuff in. Hurry up. I'm working on it. Go over there, play with Raphael. We're good. I'm hungry. You're always hungry. You're actually like a demon-type Power Ranger, which doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me because it's comic books. All right, so now I want something else. So I'm going to use this little fork guy. Just going to stir it around in there. So I'll probably put too much water in there. I was thinking I was going to use more noodles, but obviously not. So that's me boiling here, so I turn that down. I'm leaving that there still, so this should be getting warm. Boom. Nice. Very nice. What do you guys think? We're battling over here. Ching! That's actually pretty cool. So as they're battling over there, we'll let them have some fun. So over here, we have the water boiling. So make sure you guys keep stirring it. You want to do it for about maybe 10 minutes. So yeah, you don't want the stuff to stick to the pot itself. And over here, like I said, just keep kind of mixing it. So by the time the noodles are done, this will be done. Then I shove it all together into one ultimate BA thing. Yes. Fun. But yeah, the meat's almost done. So I like to overcook my stuff a little bit when it comes to meat. I like crispy stuff, but I guess burgers you can't really do that with. So yeah, like I said, make sure you have your strainers on standby and give it about 10 minutes. And back here, it's warm. We're good. I'm just keeping it, pretty much holding it at 3. We're letting that boil. Yep, we're looking good, guys. How about you guys over here? I'm the Red Psycho. Yeah, we know that already. I'm the red psycho. Hurry up with the spaghetti. Yeah, man, I'm hungry over here. Yeah, I hear you, Raph. It's okay. You guys like teaming up on me now? Yeah, we're talking to you. Oh, man. So I turned this down a little bit, and I have a few more minutes on my noodles. So after that, I can do some straining and stuff. So, but real quick, back to the Raphael here. So he's probably about 6 inches, right? And if you stand next to the Lightning Collection, which is 6 inches, so he's a little below that. Well, the turtles, naturally are shorter. So this guy looks a little bulkier, bigger, and stuff like that too. So that's really cool. The motorcycle, okay, looks a little too small for him. Okay, but the turtles are naturally shorter than the human counterparts. So the scale is almost legit in a way, but if you put a multiverse figure or something like that, or a Batman figure from the McFarlane toy line, that's actually 7 inches. That might actually make it more scale to the actual characters of Raphael. So besides that, hey, what can you do? So, but that is a nice figure. I like it. There is a bunch of accessories and stuff with it. I probably won't use. I don't plan on using his helmet and stuff like that too. So I'm gonna have to bag those up and stuff. But besides that, I like it. It looks good. So, but all right. So back to the Chef Jimbo over here. So I turn that down. I'm going to turn that off now. I'm happy with meat. All right. I'm going to turn this stuff off. Boom. Like that. Noodles look good. Maybe about 10 minutes, right? So I'm going to take strainer and real quick, carefully dump this into the sink. Boom. Like I said, you don't want nothing really sticking. There's a few things in there, but this is where I'm going to mix everything up. So what I'm going to do is move it over here where it's cooler, so that can cool down. Everything's off now. So now I'm going to take my sauce. Actually, first, put our noodles in. Boom. Looks good. All right. Now, I'm going to strain my meat. So now I'm going to use the other strainer. Take the meat. Take my little thing. Remember, there's grease and stuff in here. So you kind of want that to drain. Yes, it's okay to drain in the sink. People are like, you can't do that. Right. Yeah, you can. Everyone does it. So you see all the grease on it and stuff? That's going to be fun to wash. So, all right. Now, I'm going to shake that around, try to get some stuff off. I'm going to pour my meat in there, right? Right on top. Yeah, see all that grease and stuff? That's grease. Yeah. Us Americans eat a lot of that. So, okay. Now, take my little and pour. So, yeah. And like I said, I overdo it with the meat. So I might not have enough sauce, enough meat, but this is how I make my spaghetti every time. Stir it up. Hurry up, I'm hungry. Psycho, hang out with Raph, man, come on. Boom, boom, boom. There we go, stir it up. Everything's off. Now you get yourself a plate. A little scoop, like so. Boom. 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 We'll leave that in there. Now I'm going to come over here and look in the fridge real quick. And I am going to pull out, here we go, cheese. Natural, Parmesan, and Roman. Romano, yeah. Shake it. Always make sure it's good because it is cheese. And I put a lot on there. Boom. Just like that. Get yourself a fork. Well, knock the camera over. Stir it up a little bit. I should be letting it cool off though. Bob said I didn't do that. Then you take a bite. Hot, but perfection. But hope you guys enjoyed this. This was actually fun. I might do this again actually. So leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think. And I enjoyed the whole unboxing of stuff. So I enjoyed it. So we talked about toys for a little bit too. Did some cooking. Yeah, productive. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next time.